Scott Bowen, yes, please send him right up. Thank you.
Any particular place you'd like me to put some of these things?
No, that's fine. That's great. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I have someone coming up. No, that's good. That's good. What? You did good. That's great. Thank you. I get it. Here. Thank you.
What room are you looking for, sir? Lucy Jones. Fifth door, sir. Thanks a lot.
Scott, hi. Do come in.
You know, Lucy, I got this call from you, and it's all... What's all this? Now, don't tell me Tony wised up and gave you the boot.
Well, Actually, I walked out on him.
Oh, really? Now, why do I have trouble believing that?
Well, you know something? I don't really care what you believe.
You know, I was just thinking this morning, what a chump Tony was, but...
Whose side are you on here, anyway?
Well, I try to look at both sides. It's my legal training. I like to know exactly what's stacked against me.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
So, you're gonna file for a big divorce, huh?
Mm-hmm. You bet I am. And it's gonna be a really messy divorce, which means it's right up your alley.
A messy divorce?
Mm-hmm. Sensational. And Scott, you're gonna have all the press you can handle.
A lot of notoriety.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of money. A lot of people don't know that Tony is very, very well off. He made some shrewd stock market investments.
I didn't know that.
No, you didn't, but I bet it makes you more interested, doesn't it?
Well, now, Lucy, did I say that?
No, you didn't say it, but you didn't have to, because I know you. Okay, I think we should get down to business right away. I don't want to waste any more time with all of this.
Okay, let's get down to business.
Scott, I think you'd be much more comfortable on the couch.
You're probably right. Lucy, there's one thing that you ought to know.
Yeah, what?
You see, I'm in line for a job in the district attorney's office right here in Port Charles.
That's really good, Scott.
Well, yeah, it's good for me, but it's not so good for you.
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, I don't think I want all the notoriety of a messy divorce case.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that I don't want to screw up my chances of getting the job, getting mixed up in some sticky divorce case.
Well, then you are a great big phony and a hypocrite.
Well, you can't call me stupid.
You actually came over here and are sitting in my hotel room telling me you can't take my case?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, that's good, Scott. That's really good. You know something? I don't need you. That's fine, then, because there are plenty of other lawyers out there who'd be happy to take the case, and they'd be a lot better. You know something else? I was doing you a favor.
I have trouble believing that.
Well, I was. Whoever takes this case is going to get rich, because I'm going to take Tony for every dime he's got. You certainly aren't going to get rich being a district attorney.
Well, that's just stepping stone, Lucy, to the power. And power is where the money's at.
Oh, you make me ill. You really make me sick, Scott. Get out of my room right now.
I'd be delighted.
Good! Get out! You know something? I hate you, and I absolutely despise you.
No, Lucy. You don't hate me.
Get out!
Charlene? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
I was just thinking about Colton. I guess I didn't hear you.
I put BJ to bed early. It's her first day home from the hospital, and she's tired.
I should have done that for you. I'll go get dinner.
No, you don't have to. I ordered a pizza up there. Be here within an hour. It's the works.
That's great. I don't think I'd be very much good in the kitchen tonight.
We got a few minutes. You want to talk about Colton?
Doesn't do any good to talk about it.
Hey, it's better than bottling up your feelings. Sit down.
Tony, that doesn't seem right to me.
What's not right?
My son has confessed to killing your brother. Are you going to want to hear how I feel about him? I didn't think so.
One thing doesn't have anything to do with the other, though. Charlene, you and I are friends. We should be able to share our problems together.
I still love my son. And you're not going to want to hear that.
But I understand it.
You know, it seems like all I do these days is just prepare myself for the sentencing.
Maybe it's a big mistake. I don't know.
A big mistake? What mistake? He said he did that. Would you make a mistake like that?
I doubt it.
You know, with each day that passes, it gets harder and harder to accept the inevitable. I just wish this were over. I can't talk about this anymore. I'm going to go set the table and make some coffee or something.
Charlene, I want you to know that I'm with you all the way, okay? Why isn't it over?
As I said on the telephone, General, I'm here to talk to you about your son, Etienne Gastineau. A man I knew back in the United States as one Ripley. Also here to talk to you about a man named Colton Shore.
My only reason for seeing you at all is about Etienne. I know nothing of that man named Colton. What is his last name?
Shore. I think you do recognize the name, General.
Know nothing of that man. Who is he?
He's confessed to the murder of one Frisco Jones, a WSB agent who was assigned to expose a worldwide terrorist group.
I don't know where my son is, but I can assure you, he has never been involved in anything political. My family, you see, is above that sort of thing.
I know he's here in Greece. I have to find him.
As far as I know, my son is not in Greece.
Tell me something, General. How do you feel about a man who is going to be punished for a crime he may not have committed?
I believe in justice.
Good, because your son could prevent a terrible injustice.
I have told you my son would never be involved in anything political.
Then why did you agree to see me when I told you that your son may be in some kind of difficulty?
You're implying that he may be involved in terrorism, which is political, and it is fruitless to continue this talk.
You're the one that mentioned political, sir, not me. Back in the United States, I have proof that your son was involved with Colton Shore. I'm also certain that he has more evidence that could save Colton's life. I have to find him.
You're quite mistaken if you think I would listen to any more of your implications about Etienne involved in murder or terrorism. Good night, Mr. Donnelly.
If you don't know where your son is here in Greece, sir, then he's probably hiding out.
I don't believe that, sir.
You know something, General? You're a very good liar. And I suppose that's because of the power of your position. You expect everyone to believe everything you have to say. And I imagine as a rule they do, because of your position and your authority. But I don't have to believe a thing.
No man has ever called me a liar.
That's because they're afraid to. I'm not. Now, you're holding the lid on something. And directly or indirectly, Colton Shore's life is in your hands now. Oh, by the way, General, if you get the feeling that somebody is watching you, it'll be me. Thought you'd be gone by now.
Is Robin still doing her homework?
Yes,
Is the door closed?
matters very little because we have nothing to say to each other.
Robert, you have to listen to me. I've been living in a nightmare.
Oh, so now it's over.
There were so many times that I wanted to tell you about Julian, but I was afraid.
Well, I guess fear won out. Or maybe you never intended to tell me at all.
I wasn't thinking in terms of never.
Well, it's all out in the open. You can rest in peace.
Robert, I love you, and I want you to understand.
Look, Look, all I can see is the connection here. Olivia was Julian's sister. Now, you know how I feel about the mob.
Yes, and I tried to tell you.
Look, I've got enough problems at the moment with Anna, my daughter, and Lavery. I mean, you chose not to tell me your connection at all.
I wanted to tell you, and I was afraid. And then I waited too long to tell you. I made a mistake.
Yeah, you did.
Julian and I fell in love in college, and I didn't know anything about his background. I met some of the members of his family, but I had no idea they were connected to the mob until later.
Why bother going into this?
Because you should know.
What I know is enough.
No, it isn't.
And there's no reason why I should believe anything you say to me.
Julian was my first love. We were in college. It was a college romance, only we really loved each other. And then we started talking about getting married, but that was it for Julian. He wouldn't do it because he couldn't ask me to be the wife of a mobster.
Look, I've about had it up to here with St. Julian. I get it all the time from Lavery. I don't believe him. There's no reason why I should believe you.
So you're going to throw away everything we have together?
You never told me, Cheryl. And you should have.
But
I could never believe you again.
I am telling you the truth now.
It's too little, too late.
Daddy, I'm finished with my homework. Ask me any question about the Battle of Saratoga, and I bet you'll answer it. Ask me a question.
I'm not sure what to ask.
Cheryl? I'm free as a breeze. So what are we going to do tonight?
Well, whatever we do, unfortunately, Cheryl can't join us.
You can't?
No, I really have to go. Robert, I want to see you tomorrow.
Are you sure you can't stay?
Yes. Goodbye, sweetheart.
Bye. I think she meant sweetheart for both of us.
Maybe. Look, about tonight. No questions. Please.
We now have to have a serious talk, Father.
It is late, Jen.
No. It's going to be too late if we don't have this talk. You have to believe me when I tell you I know Sean Donnelly's reputation. The man is a hunter. He is a relentless hunter, Father.
I dealt with hunters before, and I will deal with Mr. Donnelly if it becomes necessary.
He's never going to give up on me. Long after Colton Shore is either dead or left to rot in some jail cell for the rest of his life, he's going to continue after me. And others will join him, especially Robert Scorpio, who may be even deadlier than Sean Donnelly.
I will not expose what Ariel was doing.
I am so sorry that I could not find Ariel. But you must free me so that I can tell the truth.
The truth. I don't even know all the truth.
Nor do I. I mean, for all I know, Ariel might be dead. Have you ever once thought of that?
Often. But I am going to protect her, dead or alive. We have to protect the family, you see.
The family. Even if it means that somebody may die?
Who cares about a terrorist? That's all that man was. And I am not going to talk any more about this tonight. Please, no more.
Father, please. I don't want to let any more time slip by. This is important.
Let it slip by. That will solve everything, maybe.
Oh, please, please, I am begging you. You have to let me speak to Sean Donnelly.
This is a family affair.
No, it is not. Father, it is bigger than that, and you know it.
You may not contact Donnelly. Do you hear me?
Oh, yes, General, sir. Loud and clear.
The man was dispatched to kill the WSB agent.
I know who he is. It was Frisco Jones. And he didn't kill him, and that is the truth.
Also was giving orders to kill Ariel, my daughter, your sister. If she's still alive, she's in dire danger if Colton Shore is walking the streets. For God's sake. You reported all this to me. Why do you doubt it?
Father, there may be gaps in my information. I don't have all the facts, and neither do you.
I will take no chances.
I said we must take chances.
Never.
Never.